Thank you for tuning in. Welcome to the Truth Hurts Bible Study. The reason why I'm doing this Bible study again today, two of them in one, is because last week I accidentally deleted bearing God's fruit, bearing the Most High fruit. So quickly, it's not going to be a long one. I'm going to teach you about what I taught last week that I accidentally deleted. We're going to get started with John chapter 15, verse 1. Thank you for my extra. I got 3 more subscribers. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in, listening to the study. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. I'm so grateful. John chapter 1, chapter 15, verse 1. So what do we have here? Okay, it says, now we're talking about bearing God's fruit. Now I'm talking to the tribe of Judah here now, okay? Because I always tell y'all I'm talking to the house of Israel, tribe of Judah, Native Americans. We have Latino Americans, Latinos, the Native Americans, the African Americans. The majority, a lot of us are the house of Israel, and the African Americans. The majority is the tribe of Judah. Are you bearing God's fruit? I hear a lot of us talking. Hear a lot of us say, "Lord, Lord," and "God, God," and all that, and but no one is feeding His sheep. Are you bearing His fruit? So, we just kind of want to get into the bearing fruit thing and see where that takes us. It says, Yahweh Shah says, he says, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the husband." God is the husbandman, the Most High. "Every branch in me that beareth not fruit is taken away." So he's saying, if you're not bearing fruit, what is the fruit symbolizing? His word. The fruits of His Spirit: kindness, humility, not proud, love, merciful, graceful, forgiveness. All of those are the fruits of His spirits. That's the fruit that He's talking about that we're supposed to bear. And He's saying that every branch in me that does not have these fruits will be taken away. So He's saying you're going to be taken away if you're not bearing these fruit. So all of us who's going around, I'm talking about black people, black and brown people here, Native Americans. A lot of y'all are light brown. Latino Americans. For those of us going around, African Americans, we say, "Lord, Lord, oh God." We ask the Lord. I want to know, out of all of us who are going around saying that, how many of us, what's the percentage of us that bears His fruit? That bear much fruit. There's very few of us that does that. We got a lot of people go around and say, "Lord, Lord," but do nothing for the Most High God. We do nothing for Him. We just go around and we say His name, we say the Lord, or we say God, and we don't even know who He is. Because we'll know if you know who He is, because you'll be bearing His fruit. I'm feeding His sheep now. The sheep is you guys, us. You're being fed by one of God's shepherd, that's me. What are you doing? Have you started a ministry to show love and understanding and compassion to those out there in the streets? Or have you started a ministry to pass out his word, the books, the Bible, or to go around to teach them that who don't know his word? Have you started a ministry that can give away clothes and food to the homeless and the naked and those who are mentally challenged? Have you did anything? Have you went around and laid hands on and healed and gave sight to the blind? Are we doing what Christ did? Are we doing what the Most High did? Are we doing what Yahweh Shai did, which is his real name? If we're not doing that, then we're not bearing fruit. Are you teaching his word? If you're not doing that, you're not bearing no fruit. You can't just expect to go around saying just Lord, oh Lord, well ask God, I prayed. That's not bearing fruit. You got to put in the work. He said, you will be taken away. So in the second coming of the Most High God, the second coming of Yahweh Shai, which y'all call Christ, which we call Christ here in this country, when he comes the second time, he already came the first time. For those of us who are not putting in the work, will be taken away. You know what taken away means? Thrown into the lake of fire for 1,000 years. If you're not representing, being an ambassador for Yahweh Shai, the Most High God, then you are not bearing fruit. If you're being hateful and evil and hurting people and want to kill us just because we're black, you're not bearing fruit. If you're hurting your own kind, our own people, you're not bearing fruit. If you're not showing the love of the Most High God, you're not bearing fruit. You will be taken away. That's how come a lot of our lives have been shortened. We're not bearing fruit. We're no good to the Most High God. We're just here. They said, now ye are clean through the word which I have spoken. No, first he says, every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he is taken away. And every branch that beareth fruit, he purgeth, that it may bring forth more fruit. So those of us like me, for an example, I'm bearing fruit now. I'm feeding y'all the word, okay? His word. So he's pruning me. He's pruning me now, cutting me, little pieces at a time, where I can give y'all even more knowledge in this. When he see you putting in the work, he's going to grow the ministry. Remember that. He said you will bear more fruit. You will bring forth more. It's like a tree. You prune the tree, he's going to grow more. You prune your plant, it's going to grow more. Now you are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. Now you're clean through the word. You heard it. Abide in me and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself. We can't bear fruit without the Most High God. We cannot bear it by ourselves, because the fruit comes from his spirit. This is not something you can do on your own. In order to inspire a whole nation of people in the world by his might, that got to be by his might. They're not going to look up on us if we're not doing it by his might. They're not going to look up to us if we're not doing it by his power. He said, abide in me and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself, except it abide in the vine. No more can ye except ye abide in me. The fruit ain't going to grow without the vine. We cannot grow without the Most High God. Why? Because he said, I am the vine. This is Yahweh Shai. This is the Most High. This is who we say call Christ. I am the vine, you are the branches. He that abideth in me and I in him, the same bringeth forth much fruit. For without me you can do nothing. If he abide in you, you're going to bring forth that fruit. You're just not going to start your own football team and not abide no fruit and not teach them the word. You're not going to be a coach. You're not going to go and go to work every day and come home and do nothing and not provide people his word, or you're gonna bear some fruit if you got him in you. If he abide in you, you're gonna do something that's according to this Bible to help people. If you're not doing that, we know that he is not abiding in you. That's why I had to do something with haste, quickly, speedily, to start teaching his word, because I know it. I put in the work. I've learned this. I've been doing it for years. In front of people, not just on YouTube. In the pulpit, I preach every second Sundays. In the pulpit, they call, in the church. Because I wouldn't put in the fruit, I wasn't bearing the fruit. So I read the scriptures and I'm like, man, I got to bear fruit. So I started to bear the fruit. Now I'm bearing the fruit. And he's giving me much more fruit to bear. He's pruning me now. Now I'm going to be able to give y'all more. That's what you have to do. If a man abide not in me, then he is cast forth as a branch. Don't be a branch. A lot of y'all branches, y'all just say, Lord, Lord, and God, God, and Lord, pray for me. And then you walk off continuing to be a branch. But those of us who continue to be a branch, we wither away. Because the branches get old and they rotten. And men gather them and all the branches, they throw it in the fire and they burn it up. That's what he said. They gather them and cast them into the fire and they are burned. He's trying to say that you're going to be thrown into the lake of fire. Because you're like a branch to him. Don't be like a branch to him, the Most High. Because if you're like a branch to him, he's going to look at you like a piece of wood that's no good to him, and he's going to throw you into the lake of fire. That's how he sees us. We have to be like a tree that bears much fruit, that people can pick out from, eat it, and get all the nutrition that they can get spiritually to move on in this life. If you abide in me and I meet and in me and my words abide in you, you shall ask what you will, and it shall be done unto you. I started abiding in his will, started doing what he wanted me to do, and I'm not perfect. I still make mistakes, and I'm still making mistakes. But when I started, he blessed my songs, my album. He set it up to where I can get a video done every week. You know, who can afford that but the ones who's out there already in the music? That's a lot of work, editing, paying people, paying the video, doing the music, mixing the music, mastering the music, writing the music, writing the script, setting up the video. Just all that costs money. Unless you got your own stuff, you still have to have the knowledge. So, he started to bless me. He gave me ideas, shows. I got businesses going. I got a lot of stuff going. Because I abide in him. And I asked him for that, and he gave me whatever I asked. He will do the same for you. But you have to bear fruit. Remember, bear much fruit. The fruit represents his spirit. Bear much of him out of you towards the people that see you, that hear you. Let's be an example. I have to work on it. We slip. We might cut somebody out tomorrow. Let's watch our step. Watch the words we use. And I guarantee you that the Most High will be pleased with our work, and whatever we ask, he will give it to us. In the name of the Most High, Yahweh Shai, the Most High God, the only living God. He is the Alpha and the Omega, the beginning and the end. I love him with all my heart, soul, and mind, strength, and might. Because why? Because he first loved me. He first loved us. Stay safe. Remember my music. It is a testimony from what I was. Look at my Bible study to tell you how I am now. Don't look at the videos and thinking that I'm that way now. A lot of them I am. I do like the pull one, smoke one. But I do not do drugs anymore. Controlled substance. I am not against marijuana. If you smoke marijuana, you can keep smoking. I'm not going to judge you for that. There's nothing wrong with it. That's for all you religious people out there who want to judge somebody and say, you're going to hell because you smoke weed. That's for y'all. I hope y'all don't ever watch me again. Because we don't want the religious traditional people who's going to try to break up truth. Thank you for subscribing. Until then, I will see y'all next Sunday Bible study on the Truth Hers. Peace out.